Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. That's where bears live, don't you know? And 7 out of 8 TikTok women, they would agree they'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. It is YouTube's #1 show by a bear. Hold on, people. Hold on. Breaking news. Breaking news. We've got some breaking news out of D.C. A district court judge, Obama appointee, has just ruled that bear is not, I repeat, not, YouTube's #1 show by a bear. It's actually been taken over by a Venezuelan migrant that got sent back from Venezuela. They turned that plane around. So I apologize, people. We are no longer, I say, YouTube's #1 show by a bear. So keep an eye out for that. Those district judges, they are just pulling stuff left and right. They sent the astronauts back to space. All sorts of stuff, people. So it's great to have all of you here with us, even on YouTube's #2 show by a bear. Freaking Venezuelan gangs taking over the #1 spot. So it's great to have all of you here with us as your emotional support animal, people. Yes, indeed. Good to have Peabody here. I'm here and Bear isn't. I'm right here, man. What the hell? Does Bear have all his papers so he won't be deported? I don't need papers, man. I am more native than the Americans, man. We've been here a long time. Been here a long time, man. Been here a long time. Not gonna leave. We're not going down to Venezuela or any of the other South American countries. I don't care what the district judge in D.C. appointed by Obama has to say about it. So crying out loud. It's just one thing after another, people. One thing after. Breaking news. Breaking news, people. Breaking news. Out of Washington, D.C., a district court judge, believe it or not, appointed by Obama, has required Elon Musk to set fire to his own Teslas out there. Enough of the riotous burners out there doing it on their own. Elon Musk has to burn his own cars, according to a district judge in Washington, D.C., people. So all right, great to have all of you here with us here today. Why am I dropping frames? What the hell is going on? Hold on 1 second here, people. I need to check my health here. My health is healthy. My stream is healthy. What's going on here? Oh, for crying out loud. They must not like the old avatar here. Or the thumbnail. Possibly one or the other. So, looks like we're good so far, people. Little shock there at the beginning. It's kind of like the old days, man, where Bear didn't even know if he was going to be able to finish out the show because he was stealing all his Wi-Fi from little Timmy McTimerson. So, luckily we've got it all taken care of, people. So I hope all of you are doing well out here. Let's get right on into it. I've only got one. Let me bring it up here. Find the thing with that thing, people. Gotta find the thing to do the thing here. We always do this. Little bit of campaign updates. Pretty good, people. Oh, hold on 1 second. Who's writing on bear in that painting? Who is writing on? I think it's actually a wolf, maybe? Doesn't look like a bear to me, but I could be wrong. Although they'd have to be really tiny. Or that's like a really big wolf. Not really sure about that, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out here together, Peabody. But we've got some campaign updates to get to right away here, people. Including from Gary Shipman. People, go buy Gary's book. He definitely deserves it. Tight Mouse and Might, Volume 3. That'd be Miasma. 13,704 with 204 backers. Congratulations, Gary. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Of course, Uncle E doing pretty well. He just crossed over 800,000, so he's got 804 1,000 right now. Still have no indication of when this is going to be closing up, so I have no. It's supposed to close up in October last year, so we'll keep an eye on it out there, people. I'll let you know if old beer hears anything. Thank you, P-Money. Thank you so much. And of course, from Eric Ninaltowski. He's got his little campaign up here. You only got 5 days left. 12 of you have done the right thing. In fact, good old Eric Ninaltowski out here. But some of you out there have not, so you only got 5 days left. He's trying to get 5K, people. Just 5K. I hope he can get over 1K at this point. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. We will be back on Saturday to kind of see where that is headed here, people. But we have, pardon me here. The pollen, people, I tell you, man, it rained the other day and Bear was okay with it. It brought in more pollen. I don't know how the hell that worked out. But it's Bear's throat here, so I just hang with old Bear here as he tries to wrestle through all this stuff that he's gonna get through here, people. From Dan Fraga, he's got great news. You've asked for it, people. You're gonna get it. Make sure that IGG is in your mail context to get weekly, yes, weekly updates, people. That's the update? Wait, the update is you're gonna get an update. Okay. Alright, we'll go with it. What the hell? If you want live updates, subscribe to his channel down there at Fragga Boom or Couch Doodles, one or the other out there. So you can go check that out. Streaming in the morning. Come on, man. Don't you know Bear isn't a morning bear? I gotta get my beauty rest, people. I gotta look the best I can out here, people. He says, thank you. And that's from Fragga Boom, people. Fragga Boom, go check him out. No refunds, hashtag no refunds. So if you're looking for a refund, you're in the wrong spot, people. Definitely in the wrong spot. P.I. says, I'm often wondering, where is the update about the update? Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of like, hey, I'm checking in, just to check in. Oh, okay. Here's the update to the update. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm really updated. Before I was, you know, nicely updated, but now it's like premium class updated. You know, it's like the gold star updates. Yes, indeed. I suppose it could be a bear. I don't know. It looks more like a dog or maybe a wolf to me, P-Money. I gotta tell you. The ones in the background are bears, for sure. With armor. If you ever see bears with armor, you better hightail it and run the other way, man, because you definitely not getting through that, man. For sure. Wish old departed mom had some armor when that gosh dang hunter shot her, for crying out loud, but here we are, people. Here we are. Alright, let me bring you folks into situation here, because we've got some great, very interesting people, very interesting. I have probably the question of our age, people. I don't put that lightly. I honestly do not put this next story very lightly at all, people. It really gets to the heart of the matter. I mean, very philosophical questions here, people. Bear's starting off with the deep thought philosophical questions of our age. You never thought you would see that from YouTube's now #2 show by a bear. Gosh darn. Trey Del Agua. Friggin' Venezuelan migrants out there. Poor postman when he runs into the armored bear. Yeah, there you go. You better watch out, man. Better watch out. But we have some very important questions for you good people, and I hope we're all smart enough here. Bear's, smarter than the average bear, but, still is just an average bear out there, so I hope we got some, Mensa members out there that can rub a couple brain cells together and figure out this very important question of our day. Coming from comicbook.com, people, if Bear can find it here. If Bear can find, why did it not, what's going on here? Oh, what? God dang it. Hold on 1 second, people. As we contemplate our thoughts on how we should do this, apparently another district judge has taken away Bear's thing that he was just about to go to. Gosh dang, district judges out there. Alright, here we go, people. Finally, a question of the day. Would a taco kill Batman? That is the question of the. In fact, I need to make this. Hold on, I need to make this a poll question. That would be the important part. Let's see. Let's start a poll. Would a taco kill Batman? Question mark. There we go, people. So you can decide. You decide if Batman would be killed by a taco. Because we got from Maggie Hoffman over at comicbook.com a very, very, very important question. How spicy is that taco? Yeah, I would assume that. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that, P-Money, for sure. Oh, let me make sure I get rid of the thing here for 1 second. You always do this, Bear. You put the question in, and then nobody can see what they're doing. Alright, interact. Thing with thing. Hopefully it doesn't close. There we go. Alright, no, it's not closed. Okay, whew. There we go, people. Maybe the taco is filled with Carolina Reaper peppers. That would take, Batman's faced a lot of villains over the years. A lot of great villains over the years, but could a taco beat them all, people? Let's find out. We've all experienced the feeling of eating way too much at our fast food restaurant. Speak for yourself, Maggie. Speak for yourself. But what if the food you ate could physically kill you in one meal? In a newly released Batman and Robin number 19, Bruce Wayne suggests that it might just do that, people. How can somebody as tough and strong-willed as Batman have fought some of the strongest villains? I know! I just asked this question, implying that a little calorie-friendly meal would be enough to destroy him, people. And is there any truth to this statement, or is Bruce Wayne just exaggerating to get out of a little self-indulgence? Either way here. So here is the panel in question here, people. There we go. Let me get rid of the thing here. There we go. Batman and Robin grab a bite to eat, but what cost, they ask? What cost? There's a monkey? Oh, there's always a monkey involved, for crying out loud. Totally in line with all Batman and Robin adventure. The issue has a rich and action-packed story featuring Memento, who's still bringing chaos to Gotham, barely working at Taco Bell. Meanwhile, Batman and Robin are dealing with their own personal battles. That's what we go to the comics for, is to see Robin battling with personal issues. Oh boy. However, mixed in the dread we feel knowing Memento is still out there, and the growing tensions between father and son. After Damian's declaration that he's done being Robin, what? There is an unintentionally lighthearted encounter that has us questioning Batman's diet overall, people. At one point in the issue, Bruce suggests that he and Damian go out to dinner, so they can grab some burgers, tacos, anything you want, he said. It's Bruce's attempt to build a bridge with his son, but Damian is skeptical, and understandably so, they say. The idea of the duo eating civilian food is unusual. This is Bruce's way of trying to experience more normal things with Damian as father and son. But when Damian calls him out, Bruce concedes that, quote, we don't compensate for the sodium bloat and weight gain. We could literally die in the field. We'll extend training to offset the caloric surplus. Obviously, this has us doing a double take over at comicbook.com. They could literally die from eating burgers and tacos. If it's true that Batman has some splaining to do, because this isn't the first time that Batman has eaten calorie-intense or sodium-rich food and then gone off to fight crime like he is here, enjoying a burger with a fork and knife. Don't know what's going on here. I have no idea why Bruce Wayne would want to eat a burger with fork and knife, but there we go. Although we know that Batman definitely watches his figure with exercise and consuming the right foods. Historically, he's been known to indulge just like anybody else. In 2019, Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Wow. Batman, who hasn't Batman fought at this point, for crying out loud? Batman enjoyed a pizza with the Turtles at the end of the movie. It was a movie? Oh. In other Batman comics and animated series, we see him consuming various items like hot dogs, bacons, and Green Arrow's famous hot chili. He even eats a hamburger in Batman 16 with a fork and knife, people. So we can assume as fact that he hasn't just been living off of chicken breast, protein shakes, and Greek yogurt for every meal. Perhaps Bruce Wayne is taking the "we could literally die in the field" a bit too far. Excess sodium won't directly kill an everyday human, but then again, Batman isn't what you consider to be, quote, a normal human. As average humans, we aren't typically spending our entire days fighting crime and pushing our bodies to the absolute limits. Due to the immense amount of physical activity that Batman and Robin receive in a year's time, it's safe to say that a few tacos or packed burgers every now and again wouldn't push them to the brink of death. But too often, though, it might. People, breaking news! Breaking news out of D.C. A district court judge, nominated by Obama, has immediately ruled that Batman must, I repeat, must eat a taco until he dies, people. So that is out of D.C. Breaking news out there. Apparently the judge doesn't want Batman around, sniffing around too much apparently anymore. So there we go. There we are. The chat says 100% that a taco could kill Batman. So we gotta watch out. Definitely gotta watch out for that. So no longer the Spanish-speaking Taco Chihuahua dog, the mascot is now a Batman villain. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't know how you'd want to go through with that, but come on down to Taco Bell. We want to kill Batman. I'm not so sure if that would work as an advertising slogan, but it could. Definitely could, people. So I'm honestly pretty glad that comicbook.com kind of come to us here with the philosophical question of the age. Could Batman be killed by... Could he be killed by a taco? Batman's also been drunk in the past. In the 1940s, he often smoked a pipe, so his lungs might not be the best. I don't know. Have you ever seen some of that stuff back in the 40s? Those people that were smoking cigarettes left and right, I mean, they were in like tip-top shape. It's almost, and I could be wrong about this, but I think at some point, like, doctors actually encouraged people to smoke. They gave them prescriptions to go smoke, so... you know what? Kids, go ahead and take a couple puffs. It'll be fine. It'll be... I kid, please. Children, do not smoke cigarettes out there. Breaking news. Breaking news out of Washington, D.C. An Obama-appointed district judge has now said that children must smoke cigarettes or be imprisoned or sent off to Venezuela. We got to do the trade where we send our kids to Venezuela and we get a bunch of gangbangers back. So apparently it's according to this district judge, it is a good trade indeed. So they're coming fast and heavy here, people. Much like Batman eating a taco. Fast and heavy, people. Amy asks, why would tacos kill anyone? They're not violent. That you know of, Amy. That you know of. But apparently a taco could kill. He could kill Batman. He definitely could kill Batman. Hey, Amy, be careful. Judges are trying to send all of Bear's YouTube viewers away. Yeah, we've went, apparently a district court judge in D.C., appointed by Obama, has taken away Bear's #1 show on YouTube credentials that he has and given it to a Venezuelan migrant instead. A gang-banging Venezuelan migrant. So apparently Bear is now the #2 show on YouTube by a bear instead of #1. So I apologize. He's ordered Elon Musk to set fire to his Teslas. Had the astronauts have to go back up to the space station. The judges, man, oh man, they're coming fast and furious, people, fast and furious. Kind of like that drug or the gun running operation that they had a number of years back called Fast and Furious. Somewhat similar here, people. But there we go, people. There is our philosophical question of the day. Could a taco kill a Batman? 67% of you say yes, and 33% of you say no. Here we are. Thank you. Thank you for voting, people. I'll just go ahead and leave that up. You know, we get viewers kind of coming in and going, so when we have a couple more viewers coming in later in the show, they'll be like, what? A taco? Batman? What the hell's going on here? Well, you should have came earlier, people. Bear starts, well, maybe not right on time, but, a couple minutes past 8 o'clock. Close enough on time. Be there or be, like P-Money. He was waiting ahead of time. Just couldn't wait to hear what Bear had to say. Couldn't wait here, people. Alright, so there is that. Let me take a drink here. Good gravy, people. Good gravy. The pollen is just getting to beer here. Well, from Batman to the Joker. Actually, Melissa says, like a normal taco? Yeah, just a normal taco. Just an everyday taco that you get out there. Could it kill Batman? Apparently, at least Bruce Wayne, he thinks so. He's got a little bit of ants going on there. Like, I don't know about that taco, man. I could face all these villains out here. You know, take Batman down, break his back, all this great stuff. But a taco, God forbid. Well, maybe, maybe it's not the eating of the taco. As you're Batman, you're out there fighting crime and all that sort of stuff. Sometimes you got the urge, to #2 back there. Maybe that's the issue that, you can't, you're not just like Superman, just kind of like a quick costume change. I mean, the cowl and all that stuff, it takes time. It takes time to put on all that material. Maybe Batman has some issues, downstairs. Maybe that's the whole taco situation. You never know. Not a battle of wits taco. A witty taco. Well, we are now down to 50-50. Some of you think that Batman could be killed by a taco. Some of you think that Batman, the Caped Crusader, could in fact win over a taco. Yes, indeed, people. This is the philosophical question of our day. Here we go. Well, from evil tacos to evil Joker and more eviler Hollywood producers, people. Hollywood producers from Variety and Alex Rittman, people. When he's on the road, does Batman ever have to stop at a local gas station and say, "Hey, can I use your restroom?" He probably could pick the lock on there so he doesn't have to, get the key with the giant block of wood, or so Bear's told. I don't know. I go in the woods, people, but maybe he could kind of sneak in that way so he doesn't have to go to the gas station attendant to get the giant block with the key attached to it so he can use the restroom after he's eaten too many tacos. Chasing down the Joker, and he says, hold on, man. Hold on, nature is calling. Joker, you're gonna get away this time because I gotta go toots, man. I had that taco, and Damon, he was correct, man. It's not killing me, but I feel like I'm dead, so I need to get going here, people. Need to get going. I'm from Variety, Alex Reitman, written, however you pronounce it, Gene Mattis as well. Sad news, people. Sad news. A Joker, surprisingly enough. Wow! A Joker just not done yet, killing all sorts of things. A Joker from the and Matrix producer Village Roadshow. Files for Chapter 11 Bankruptcy. Village Roadshow, if you ever saw any of the kind of the big action films from Warner Brothers, late 90s, especially with The Matrix, early 2000s era, that was all Village Roadshow. They're kaput. They're kaput, people. Kaput. Even Joaquin Phoenix is kind of like, what? Really? I knew my film was bad, but it was that bad. We killed off a great production company just from that. The Matrix, Ocean's 11, Joker, the Lego Movie, all these great movies. The production company is filed for bankruptcy in Delaware with $223 million in asset-backed securities, $161 million in senior secured debt, according to court documents. The news comes amid a long and drawn-out, expensive legal battle with its long-standing partner Warner Brothers over the Matrix Resurrection sequel. They said, no, don't do it. We don't need another Matrix. Really, we didn't need another Matrix after the first one. It was fine. We didn't need the other two movies, but okay. Alright, Neo's dead. Okay, fine. That's the end. We're done with 3. No. We need to bring Neo back. We need to bring him back for the oddly titled Matrix Resurrections movie that literally killed the studio or the production company that made The Matrix in the first place. Village Roadshow is sued for breach of contract after Warner Brothers released the feature on Max the same day as theaters. So once again, they screwed over Christopher Nolan. They released Matrix Resurrections on Max the same day as it was supposed to go in the theater, so it didn't make any money in the theater. Probably didn't make a whole lot of money on Max either. The Z-Man just shooting himself in the foot over the love of streaming. We're gonna be the best streamer in the world. No, you're not. You're losing people left and right here, people. The company historically enjoyed a prolific co-production, co-financing, and co-ownership relation with Warner Brothers, including the production and ownership and derivative rights following from 89 titles, including The Matrix and some other stuff. It comprised the vast majority of the debtor's business, they say. Warner Brothers arbitration has caused the company to incur more than $18 million in legal fees. Man, oh man, I'm in the wrong business. Nearly all of which remain unpaid. Oof. And presents the threat of a potential arbitration award that could flatten the company's balance sheet. But that's not the full extent of the impact. They go on. Even if the Warner Brothers arbitration is resolved, the company believes that it has irreparably decimated the working relationship between Warner Brothers and the company, which has been the most lucrative nexus for the company's historic success in the entertainment industry. Congratulations, Z-Man. Bang up job you're doing over there at Warner Brothers. I mean, we're going to get rid of DeLuca and Abneby and then put in the Saffron. I'm sure it's just going to go great. Terrific out there. Like many entertainment companies, Village Roadshow has struggled with most of the slump in production from the pandemic and the Hollywood writers' strike. This is pablum. A lot of companies are going through that. It's fine. They can always write that off on their taxes. That's not that big of a deal. It was them releasing the Matrix Resurrections on Max at the same time. This is why Christopher Nolan left. They released that Tenet movie, kind of the same deal. He just wanted it in theaters. They says, hell no. They released it on Max, and he's like, well, bye, see ya. Then he went to make a small little independent film called Oppenheimer, won all the Oscar awards. For clarity, while the LA-based Village Roadshow Entertainment has filed for bankruptcy protection, it is a separate operation from the Australia-based Village Roadshow Group, which is less than 3% of the company. Village Roadshow Group only found out about the Chapter 11 bankruptcy once it was reported in the media. Crikey! Somebody go put a shrimp on the barbie. I had added a Village Roadshow Group is not impacted by Verga's financial issues. Further, Village Roadshow Group's nearly 50-year relationship, Warner Brothers remains strong as ever and is not impacted. A Village Roadshow was founded in 1997 as... Wait, what? 50? What? Hold on. 1997, that would be 28 years. That's not 50 years. The people at Variety are not very good at math, apparently. Didn't Scarlett sue Disney because Black Widow was only on streaming? That's true. There was something else out there as well. Something else. I forget what it was. Yeah, that wasn't... Yeah, that was Disney screwing it up. This is Warner Brothers. Oh, of course, that's never the movie studio's fault. It's the pandemic and the writer's strike. The studios can do no wrong, apparently. The indie darling Oppenheimer, yes. Yeah, so if you ever saw Mad Max Fury Road, Ready Player One, Wonka, all this other stuff, that's the production company. El Caputo. El Caputo, because Warner Brothers wanted to put stuff on their streaming service instead. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Great job. Bankruptcy filing state that a stalking horse bidder, CP Ventura LLC, has agreed to pay $365 million for the company's library. That's not a bad deal at all. Now, maybe it might be I think they said it was a 50-50, but still, 50% of the Matrix? Hell, can brothers spare an extra $366 million so Bear can bid on Village Roadshow with their giant library that they have? I wonder what would happen. Like if the company goes bankrupt, how do they... I guess maybe they're still allowed to stream it on Max. I guess that's how it works. So, interesting. Warner Brothers filed for arbitration in early 22 as the relationship with Village Roadshow was at a breaking point, according to Warner Brothers court filings. Which, by the way, they're suing people that have to do with Village Roadshow, the Matrix and all that stuff. They're suing the creator, the family of the creator of Superman, because they just said, hey, we want to make sure that we get the distribution credit that we're supposed to get for the new Superman movie overseas, over in Canada and some of the other places. Warner Brothers is spending more money in court costs than they are in actually making the movies. Village Roadshow had failed to provide a payment exceeding $100 million under its co-financing deal on the Matrix Resurrections. Village Roadshow filed a lawsuit later in the week, arguing that the simultaneous release in the theaters and on Max had cannibalized, much like Joe Biden's uncle, the film's box office results. Village Roadshow argued that under the circumstances, the company could not logically make the payment, which amounted to a free subsidy for Max in exchange for nothing. There you go. Great job, Z-Man. Great job, man. So there we go. There you are. And Joker as well. So, man, oh man, Joker just killing everybody, left and right, people. Killing more people than a taco does to Batman people. So there we go, people. There we are for that. Pardon me, let me take a drink. But I'm sure there's some great stuff going on over at Warner Brothers. Let's go check it out. From Deadline. Oh, hold on 1 second here. Amy says, okay, Scarlett... thank you, Amy, for helping Bear out here. Scarlett sued Disney when Disney moved to place her movie early on stream. Oh, that's right. Right. They placed her movie early on streaming rather than giving it a theatrical run per the contract that they had. Streaming services are far less generous to actors, I hear. It depends. That was what the whole writer's strike was about. Um, a lot of it is just hidden accounting. Because they don't have to go through the theaters, Disney, Warner Brothers, whoever you want to talk about, their streaming numbers are basically their own numbers. They're the ones that see and control all that numbers. So you could have one person watching Black Widow, you could have 10 million people watching Black Widow. We have no idea because they don't release that information. So same thing with the actors. When they're trying to negotiate the contract. Oh, okay. We got 5 million people watching Black Widow. All right, well, we should get X amount out of that. Well, they're not telling. So there's a little bit of that going on with the actor strike. Some of it got resolved. Some of it, we're still waiting to see. So, it's one of those things out there. But yeah, they definitely. There was something else. I thought that there was something else with that as well. I know that they put it on the streaming. I know they put it on to, was it Disney Plus, Disney Max, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, there you go. I seem to think that there was something else involved with it. Other than bringing back a dead character, for crying out loud. I don't know. They should have just given her a movie originally, before the, the Endgame, before Avengers out here. I don't know, man. What can I tell you, people? Yeah. Take a drink. Anyways, continuing on with Warner Brothers, just great streak that they're on here, people. Let's continue. Colin Farrell. I saw him not too long ago. And something. Circling Luca. God, help bear out here, people. Guadagnino. There we go. Bear is angry when he grumbles. It's true, man. It's true. It's really getting the bear here. And I got plenty of stories tonight. I don't know if I'm going to get through them all. But we'll try here, people. We'll definitely try. Get as far as we can. Colin Farrell, circling Luca Guadagnino's DC's Sergeant Rock, people. Sergeant Rock. Bring it on, Sergeant Rock. Is he a superhero? I don't think he's a superhero, is he? I don't know what's going on here. After winning practically every single award out there for his turn in the Penguin, Colin Farrell is looking to get back into business with DC. And that's to star in the title role of Luca, whatever the hell his name is, Sergeant Rock. I know that's a different part of. Hold on. Let me break out my notepad here. Let me make sure that this is a different part of the DC verse, with the Penguin attached to Matt Reeves' Batman sphere. Whereas Sergeant Rock is part of the DC bosses James Gunn and the Safrans. The two worlds shall never overlap. Scheduling for the film, which Farrell... Breaking news! Breaking news, people. Out of D.C., there is a district court judge appointed by Obama who says that the different spheres in the DC universe must overlap. They have to overlap, people. We're bringing it back here. We are overlapping the Batman with whatever the hell's going on with DC. We gotta bring it all together here, people. According to a district judge, Washington, D.C. Man, they are firing on all cylinders. Literally all cylinders. No, Rock has no superpowers. So why are they releasing a bunch of movies about superheroes without superheroes in them? What's up with that? The next movie, let's see. Superman, I think Supergirl is the next one after that. And then they're going to do the movie Clayface, which isn't, it's like a body horror. It's like, what was the Demi Moore film that just came out? It's supposed to be something along those lines. A kind of a body horror film. Which is kind of right up James Gunn and the Saffron's alley there, but I don't know. I turned to clay. Is that a superpower? I guess. I don't know. And then Rock, Sergeant Rock. I'm not so sure. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, man. I have no idea. Scheduling for the film, which Farrell wants to do, we hear that'd be Anthony D'Alessandro and Justin Kroll over at Deadline. It has to be balanced. It's got to be balanced, people. With his busy fall schedule that includes the second season of Apple Plus's Sugar. Really? No way, man. No way. Holy, they're bringing it back? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, pardon me. Like the TV series that we're gonna. Let me talk about that for just a moment. We are taking the story and we're just completely turning it on the side here for just one moment. If Bear can, for one moment here. Yeah, you got a lot of YouTubers out there. Got a lot of YouTubers out there like, oh, I watched this. Ah, that's horrible. Ah. It's like, well, why are you watching it, man? I mean, okay, thank you for letting me know that don't go watch the movie or whatever, but why does it have to be everything? Well, give me something that I want to watch, man. That I want. People, let me tell you. Let me tell you right out now. I don't. Well, God, how do I talk about? Hold on. Let me find the thing with the thing here. 1 second here. Let me ask this. Let me ask the audience, the chat out there, this. I want to talk about this show Sugar here for just a second. Let me see if I can find some images of it. I want to talk about Sugar here for just a moment. I can talk about it, but it's got a... I'm not going to say I'm trying to spoil the show, because I don't think that it should... I'm not going to spoil it in the traditional sense. I think it's something that the people out there watching the show needed to know first going in. There's a big twist out there. So I don't. Should Bear go and thank you, Bear going off on all sorts of directions. I am. A DC judge has told Bear don't go off on a different direction. P Money, should Bear? I don't know if you're gonna ever watch this show or not. It's called. I've got it here. Let me bring this up here. Get out of that. It's the show called Sugar here. Spoiling the show. Should Bear, again, I'm not spoiling the show. People need to know what the show is going in. Otherwise, they're going to be kind of really weirded out about it. I was going to watch this show whenever it first came out. For whatever reason, didn't check it out. I was watching let Bear know in the chat if you want Bear to talk about the not, I don't want to call it spoilers, but the main issue of the show here. So I was reading an article, like, the top 10 worst TV shows of 2024. Whoever's writing it, Sugar, one of the worst shows on 2024, is just awful, just terrible, blah, 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 blah. But then they spoiled, I won't say spoiled, they gave away the twist. I don't care enough about the show, just go ahead, just warn spoiler. I will. Let me do this, P-Money, let me do this. So the show Sugar, okay? It's on Apple TV Plus. If you have Apple TV Plus, I definitely... I don't know if I definitely want to recommend it to people. Let me say this. So, the show is about, if I can kind of talk obliquely, the show is about Colin Farrell. He plays a private investigator. Who's hired by a rich Hollywood family to go find their daughter. Actually, the granddaughter, his old man. Go find his granddaughter out there. So that's kind of what the show, the template of the show kind of hangs off of. It's a sort of neo-noir type show, kind of a love letter for Hollywood, sort of the old school Hollywood stuff. If you're a really big fan of noir, neo-noir, detective type shows, old school Hollywood stuff, kind of throwbacks of that sort of area. Hollywood, just kind of behind the scenes in general. I would totally recommend this to you, with one caveat. With one caveat. Um, if that's not your ball of wax, I can't say that I would fully recommend the show, but I would go say you should definitely check it out because it's really interesting. And Colin Farrell does a just here we go. Here's another one here. Colin Farrell just does a great job in the series. And um, let me let me put it this way. Uh, the show, like what we were doing here, the show is about him trying to find the granddaughter. He's trying to find her. She went missing. They don't know if she's kind of a druggie and is out strung out somewhere. She might be dead. So we got to go find this girl. So that's what the show kind of hangs off of. So you're thinking you're going into this, okay, it's a neo-noir kind of detective show. It's sci-fi, okay? It's a sci-fi show. But they don't tell you this. They should have told you this to begin. The guy that was writing the article, I don't want to say spoiled it for Bear because I went in watching it because they said what was the twist on there. So the show is actually a sci-fi show, but it's actually in the sort of, milieu of a detective show, of a neo-noir type detective show out there. So let me just, I'll put it in the chat here. Spoilers ahead. For sugar. Okay, alright. So I'm gonna do spoilers ahead here, people. We're gonna give plenty of warning out there. If you don't want to know the big deal about this, I'll give you a moment or two. I'll talk about this for just a couple minutes. If you want to go grab a snack or something like that, come on back in just a couple minutes. I'm not going to talk about it too long, but I really, 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 really like this show. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I would definitely recommend it for people that are just want to watch an interesting show out there. It's definitely unique. Some people will like this. Some people will just, it's one of these things where you're either gonna love it like Bear does, or you're just gonna hate it. So it's right there on that line. I would say go watch it. I wish that they told people what it was up front. Because you're gonna get a little weirded out. You're gonna go through like 5 or 6 episodes, like what the hell is going on here? So if you don't want to know about that, if you want to come to, again, it's a detective show. So if you want to go through the whole detective process and come out, see if you can figure it out on your own, okay? We'll leave that here. So okay, 3. I'm just gonna do 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2. Well, let me ask P Money this way. Let me ask him this way. Colin Farrell's character. Colin Farrell. Wow, only love or hate, no in between. Listen, it's a good show. It's a good show, but I'm gonna tell you, P Money. I'm gonna tell you the big twist in here, and let me know. Let me know if this piques your interest, or if you're just like, this is stupid. Because it could go either way. I got you, man. I got you here. Okay, Colin Farrell's character. He does a great job in this. It's very understated, and you're gonna watch the show, and it's like very he's not very emotional in there, okay? You're like, what the hell's going on with this guy? If you know going in, it's excellent. But the bad thing that they didn't tell people was the big reveal here. So, okie dokie, here's the okay, people, if you don't want to know what the big reveal is in Sugar, just take a moment. We'll come back in like a couple minutes, 5 minutes, okay? All right, Colin Farrell's character in the show where he plays a detective. Okay, so he's going around trying to find the girl with the it's like a studio head, old studio head. He's kind of Made a whole bunch of great films over the years. Colin Farrell is a big movie buff and all this sort of stuff. Okay, Colin Farrell in the show, about a detective show, okay? You're going in with it being a detective show, a neo-noir show, okay? Colin Farrell's character is he's an alien, people, from outer space. Yo! Now, disguised, of course. I mean, he doesn't, he's not with the bug eyes and all this other stuff. There's like a group of aliens that came to Earth to, like, they're not invading. They came to Earth to kind of watch, like a nature photographers or something like that. They just kind of came to Earth to kind of see what's going on. So they're blending in with the humans out there. Okay. So Colin Farrell's character plays a detective, okay, because he's watching all the films. I'm assuming he's like watched the films to kind of study humans and all this other stuff. He kind of fell in love with this sort of noir filmmaking style and everything. So kind of fancies himself as a detective, and he's like one of the best, detectives out there. Sorry, Bear, my phone died for a few minutes after Colin Farrell is. Now, Peabody, let me ask you this. Does that make you more intrigued to go see this show, or do you think it's just way too bonkers? And you would have gotten to. Now, it goes to like episode 6 or 7 before they finally reveal what's going on, okay? So you're going through this entire show figuring, like, I don't know, this guy's kind of a little off, kind of weird, but okay, whatever, it's going with it. He plays it. He plays it perfectly. I like it. Yeah, I know, right? They should have told people, hey, go watch the show starring Colin Farrell as an alien pretending to be a detective in Hollywood. I think that would have been a whole lot better because I don't think anybody watched the show. I don't think, I'm reading the article here. I had no idea that they renewed it for season 2. So I was like, holy cow, this is pretty cool. I'm sorry, Amy, I didn't mean to ruin the show if you're back here. Amy, let me know if I should stop with the spoilers here, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody here. But yes, definitely, if you have the chance, 8 episodes long. They're usually about 40 minutes. I think the first episode maybe have been an hour, maybe a little over. Very cinematic. The first 4 or 5 episodes were very cinematic. It could have been a movie. Couple episodes in there, I think they lost. They spent all their money originally. The first couple episodes are a little cheap, people talking in rooms and all that sort of stuff. But the last episodes or 2, they came out pretty good, except for the CGI that they were trying to do with some of the stuff there. But other than that, I thought Colin Farrell did an excellent job in this. So if you happen to have some time, you got Apple Plus, go check it out. It's one of the most bonkers show that Bear has seen in a long time, and I mean that in a very good way. If you watch it knowing what Bear told you going in, you're going to enjoy it a whole lot more than trying to figure out. I can assume some people want to, it's a detective show, so people want to be their own detective and kind of figure out what the big mystery is. But I think it was a whole lot better with it. And again, I say spoiled. It's not being spoiled. I'm just going to say spoiler stop right now. Okay, so no more spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything more about Colin Farrell's character here, other than I thought he did a great job with it. Really, really fun. Yeah, Bear went bonkers. Well, look. One of the things about modern television, especially serialized television, especially stuff that has like the big mystery there, Lost and some of the other stuff out there. You know, the mystery never really holds up, and they keep trying to drag it out for way too long. I think they dragged it out for a little bit too long on this. They should have maybe waited until maybe the third episode. I read where the pilots, they were gonna say what it was at the end of the pilot. They never did. They put it off way further in. I thought just going in, you should have known that. If you know it going in, it's really good. But look, the show starts in black and white in Tokyo with people speaking Japanese. So I mean, I could see people going into this thinking, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch a show about Colin Farrell as a detective, and like black and white, Japanese. What the click? Clicked off in the first 5 minutes. So yeah, if you went with it, a lot of great actors, really really interesting stuff out there. I'm not gonna be like some of the YouTubers out there, like, oh, this show's terrible, blah blah blah. Don't ever watch it. If you want to watch a good show, go check this out. It's really great. Um, I'm really glad that they came back with the second season. They had an interesting. It wasn't quite a cliffhanger, but they had an interesting thing where they're gonna take. I'm assuming the next season. I hope it stays in Hollywood. Um, and we'll find out about it. I have no idea when it's coming back, but apparently they're shooting it for that. So yeah, again, much like this show, Beer's going through and talking news stuff, and I see, oh, it's been renewed for season 2. Holy moly! Stop the presses. So that's basically how the show went. You're going in one direction. You're going in a neo-noir direction, and then you suddenly find out that the show is sci-fi. So, it's up to you if you want to go see it. I definitely would recommend, but people may or may not want to check that out. So there you go. Anyway, second season. Sugar over at Apple TV Plus. There you go. Anyways, going back to the Sergeant Rock here. Farrell takes over, they think, for Daniel Craig. Ain't he a little old to be playing a sergeant? Who was originally kicking the tires to reteam with after they made Queer. Oh, terrific! Yeah, let's take a hard-nosed, all-American hero and bring in the guy that directed the movie Queer. Oh, and Challengers as well. Oh, terrific! Yeah. Ah, man. Ay. Warner Brothers, what the hell? What the hell are we doing here, man? What the heck are we doing? Anyways, there's that. Much like the show Sugar, Beer started off in one direction and completely went in another direction. But yeah, definitely, if you want to see a good show and not a crap movie like Sergeant Rock, I would definitely recommend Sugar. People definitely would recommend Sugar. All right, we are done with all the spoilers. Come on back, people. Come on back. Yes, indeed. Oh, 9 o'clock. Holy cow. I'd grab a drink. I got one more, people. I got one more. I got, you see, I got plenty of old articles here, but let's go. Let's round it out with this one, people. Beer's throat. Ay. From the New York Post and Georgia Worrell, people. I've got great news. If you're not like beer and lactose intolerant. Mr. Softee opens its first ever brick and mortar on Long Island. People have been waiting for this. No need to chase the jingle. Mr. Softee is now stationary. The iconic ice cream cone man has parked in Long Island, putting down roots with its first ever brick and mortar shop this month. In a move that was meant to be, people. Paid by the puns out here. People love Mr. Softee. And sometimes when the truck is driving too fast, they can't catch him. So the store is a really good idea. Look at that store. Come on in, get your ice cream, kids. Some good old-fashioned fun out there. Isla, how do you pronounce it, 54, drove a Mr. Softee truck in the Hamptons every summer dating back to 2010 and always wanted to churn the game. Paid by the puns out here. Paid by the puns. I was always planning to open a store, but this business was only from Memorial Day to Labor Day. We didn't have the income during the winter, so it was very difficult. But I tried to save money, and it finally happened, people. Adding that he bought the store in November of 2024. Look at there. Since its March 1st debut at 195 Carlton Avenue, I know we've all been there, in East Islip, the former home of Pat's Ice Cream Shop for over 40 years. Great location. Cone-crazed customers have been lining up around the block, desperate for a taste of Mr. Softee and his classic ice cream. In addition to its famed soft serve, creamy milkshakes, and sundaes, the store offers 40 ice creams that range from M&M's to Italian caramel to Red Bull? Red Bull ice cream. Oh, okay. Not so sure about that last one there, but, alright, whatever. Looks like a nice shop there, people. Kind of basic, but hey, that's alright. It looks good, man, looks good. Oh, we're really happy and business has been so good. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this, he says. My goal is to make people happy, much like Bear. YouTube's #2 show by a bear. People love it, the kids especially. When they see ice cream, they start laughing, and they just love it. That's why I love this business so much. That's a happy fella there serving ice cream to all the kids out there. Is there an alcohol ice cream? Asked Peabody. I don't know. That might be a special order out there. I mean, he does have 40 hard ice creams. Maybe it's like a hard cider or something like that. I don't know. But there you go. If you want your Red Bull, you want an Italian caramel, or just M&Ms, or just the classic little vanilla out there. Head on down. Where was it? 195 Carlton Avenue in East Islip, people. We all know where it's at. I have no idea where that's at. somewhere on the island of Long. It's a really long island, people. Really long island, so honestly it could be anywhere. Could be literally anywhere, people. Yes, indeed, people. Well, I had plenty left to go. Hawaii is sinking. They're all gonna die. P-Money, I also had a fashion update for you. We had the Passion Fashion Week. And man, oh man, was there some interesting stuff out there. Human violin, plastic boobs, and a lampshade at the Paris Fashion Week. So that might be the next time. We might do that the next time people talk about the Fashion Week in Paris. With the human violin and lampshade hats, people. Lampshade hats. If you've never seen a person wearing a lampshade as a hat, well, you really just haven't lived, have you? Have you really? Apparently not, people. Oh darn, we're out of time. No fashion tonight. You're so lucky, P-Money, because you're actually correct. We are out of time. There's not going to be any fashion show tonight, but it will be dangling like the sword of Damocles. It's going to be out there, P-Money. You never know when another fashion show is going to sneak up and attack. But we'll hold the line here, people. We will definitely hold the line for all you good people out here. So I want to say thank you for sticking with Bear, even though he is the #2 show by a bear out there on YouTube, taken over by Venezuelan migrants. But we're still here. We're still here. And by the way, let me check the poll here. 50% of you said a taco would kill Batman. Another 50% of you said no. No, Batman would survive a taco. So, we're kind of split on that decision. So, we're ending the poll. 3, 2, 1, ending the poll. There we go, people. We found out. Well, we didn't really find out. A split decision. Split decision out here, people. But I want to thank, regardless, whether or not you voted or not, I want to thank P-Money, Mrs. P-Money as well, all of the little P-Moneys. Amy, Melissa, all of our Russian bots and lurkers. Am I missing anybody? I hope not. want to say thank you all out there for joining Bear number 2 show on YouTube by a bear. But you know what? All this talk about soft serve ice cream, and tacos, by the way, has made Bear hungry. So he's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, grrrrr. Okay, night everybody.